Game time! Woo!
What up, YouTube? Beware, I live. It's your boys, Detroit Love, P-Dubs Arcade Love, Michael B. the Game Genie, and Nostalgia with another episode of the Super Game Room Dudes. Friday night just got live.
Well, I was taking a nap, like my brain was fried. I had a migraine while I was doing my day job. I was taking a nap, and all of a sudden my phone started blowing up about an hour ago. I'm talking, I had people calling me on Messenger. I had people sending me instant messages. I had people texting me. I had people, my regular phone. Some big news broke about an hour ago, and wasn't even the news we were expecting to talk about tonight. But it's some pretty big damn news, and I'm kind of beside myself. Full transparency, guys. AtGames did not tell anyone about this. AtGames has been so tight-lipped and keeping things so close to their chest. I'm thinking they probably didn't want this to leak out. I'm thinking they didn't want anyone to spill the beans about this Zen Studios partnership. This is a huge, huge partnership for AtGames, and they didn't tell anyone about this. All of a sudden, they just dropped it an hour ago, and I'm still kind of taking it in. Mike, what about you, man?
Yeah, so full transparency, I'm in the AtGames YouTuber Skype chat, and I will tell you that it used to be a Skype chat where they give you information, give you an embargo date of like a couple hours, sometimes a day, so you get some information early so you can make content, video, and stuff like that. That doesn't happen anymore. They're just like, hey, by the way, Zen Pinball's coming to AtGames. Press release just went out. Go. So like there's no advance notice. They didn't tell anybody anything. I literally took a shit when I saw it, because this is something I never thought AtGames was going to be able to do, was going to be able to bring Zen Pinball to their ecosystem. I was shocked today. Shocked.
Yeah, Nostalgia, how did you convince Zen Studios to sign with AtGames? What did you do there, buddy?
Oh, man, it took a lot of negotiating. I pretty much had to just grind some teeth, but ultimately I just did my best. You know, I show up every day. I practice hard, play the best game that I can, and we just did our best. Yeah. No, honestly, I'm super surprised by this. Really interesting news. I saw this an hour ago, and I was like, shit, this is as big as it gets in terms of like digital pinball.
Yeah,
virtually,
100%. Yeah.
So.
And I saw this 5 minutes ago, and I was like, damn, John D. Now I know where he landed.
Maybe. One other thing I've got to disclose. I also have an NDA with AtGames.
Oh, Jesus
Didn't really
Christ.
matter. Didn't really matter because this news came out at the exact same time I found out. So my NDA was useless there. But I do have an NDA with AtGames as well.
Yeah. And if there's one thing, since you're bringing up that stuff, if there's one thing that I hate is the fact that people who are on AtGames media list don't call it an AtGames media list, which is what it is.
Yeah.
For some weird reason, guys like Michael B say this silly word, and Mike and I talked about this earlier in the week. Mike knows I hate this word. Influencer program.
That's what we're in.
If you say influencer program, doesn't that sound like a lot more than what it is? Like, hey, it's a program where we help you be an influencer. That is not what it is.
Isn't that exactly what it is?
No, it's not. It's a goddamn media list. It's the same thing that every company out there has that you sign up for. And if they like you, they'll let you in. Obviously, anything they share with you is under embargo until X period. But that's all it is. News and information in advance. That's all it is. It's a media list. And if I hear one more goddamn person use the word influencer program, I swear to, my hair's already falling out. I will lose the rest of my hair if I hear one more person call a media list an influencer program.
P-Dubs,
it is not what it is.
P-Dubs, it's exactly what it is.
P-Dubs, I just want you to know you're influential to me.
Yeah. Well, anyway, enough with all that mess. Who cares? Everyone has NDAs with every company on the planet. That's what happens in the world of business, in all businesses. Get the fuck over it. All right, so let's talk about this though. So in my opinion, this is a huge win for AtGames, at least in regards to the partnership announcement, and probably a big kick in the nuts to Arcade 1-Up. What do you guys think about this? Does this impact Arcade 1-Up in any way? Does this mean our partnership with Zen Studios is over? Or do you think this means, do you think they're just working with both companies? What do you guys think?
Who wants to start? There's a lot.
I'll start.
Carl, why don't you start?
I mean, I don't know. Arcade 1-Up hasn't done anything with pinball in such a while. I mean, they don't seem to have a lot of interest in pursuing that. Who knows if they're dead? Well, only time will tell. I think they can allow both these guys to produce it. It only helps them to grow, but Arcade 1-Up just doesn't seem to be interested. And I believe on their Arcade 1-Up show, that question was asked about pinball a while back, and they literally had no information as to direction. So I think it's smart for Zen to say, hey, we want to keep these in some cabinets and make this available to the fans. So it's a smart move for them.
So I'll go back to a little while ago. Before we get into the Arcade 1-Up stuff, I'll go back to a little while ago. Something I found incredibly interesting was Zen Studios themselves actually linked to Wagner's Tech Talk for the official guide on how to set up cabinet mode on your cabinet. They used his guide, and we all know that our acquaintance Wagner has a close relationship with AtGames as well. So I'm wondering if this relationship doesn't go back. This isn't something new. This is something they were working on for months, and maybe that was the first telltale sign that Zen Studios provided a link from their website directly to Wagner's Tech Talk page on how to set up your Pinball FX to work on a digital pinball table. When it comes to Arcade 1-Up, I do some stuff with Arcade 1-Up. I'm in the beta tester program, and I have an NDA for that. And I've also recently been helping them with, I don't have a contract or I don't get paid with some of their 1-Up stuff. So I did ask, I got to put it in there. I'm trying to be open and transparent. Let me finish.
We are 9 minutes into the show.
I know. I'm getting there.
And in 9 minutes, you have.
I got to do this again in 15 minutes. Apparently,
you've done a disclaimer every 3 minutes. Is this the kind of shit I have to put up with moving forward?
So, anyways, I did ask Cyrus about this. Are you done with Arcade 1-Up pinball on a recent show? I think I did, anyways. And one of the answers is nothing's truly dead. But if you go back to the very first episode of Arcade 1-Up Update, they talked about the fact that they didn't think they could release any more new pinball tables because their desired price point was $499, $599. And even with the substandard product that they put out, they can't offer that at that price point. So there was just no way forward, I think, with Arcade 1-Up Pinball, with the price that it was and the quality that it was. So it makes sense that Zen found another dance partner.
Nostalgia, what are your thoughts there?
What was the question? I was too busy influencing people.
Is this the end of Arcade 1-Up Pinball partnership with Zen?
I wouldn't say it's the end, but I certainly think that it's not really a lucrative path forward for Arcade 1-Up at this stage. The pinball machines that they've released in the past really did suck, especially when you compare them with what AtGames put out, just as a 1-to-1. And there's a little bit of a price difference there, but just as a whole, they really just didn't come to the table with a quality product. So seeing that Zen is now partnered with AtGames, I think it's a substantially better fit. Mostly because AtGames is more of an evolving product. It has an evolving product. It's constantly improving. It has the ability to have updates. They're adding new features all the time. They're even selling hardware upgrade kits so that way people who purchased old hardware can still take advantage of new features that come out years after the initial release of the product. It makes the most amount of sense. Plus, this is the Pinball FX game, and it's not something that you're going to want to run on really low quality or low powered CPUs. So it makes sense. If you want the best virtual pinball experience at a commercial level, something that runs natively on the hardware, Zen partnering with AtGames is the best step forward for both companies.
Yeah, we're going to start diving into the weeds on all this stuff. We're just quickly gathering some first impressions, because the first thing that does come to mind about this stuff is AtGames gets this partnership. What happens to the existing partnership? That's the first question that went through my mind. Does that mean Zen Studios is done with Arcade 1-Up? It's kind of like when AtGames announced the Microsoft partnership, and they got Killer Instinct and the rare games, Battletoads. The first question that popped in my head was, did Arcade 1-Up lose it, or is the company just sharing the license with both companies? You know what I mean? Like, it's interesting to think about. It's your first gut reaction. What does it mean? So, sorry, Canada, Phil, if I'm not, jumping out of joy here. But when we jump out of joy, we then get called shills and idiots. And
No. He's talking about the fact that we were talking about how AtGames didn't give us advance notice.
Oh, well, either way, no, that's fine. I mean, did I not say the reason they probably didn't tell anyone about this is they probably did not want this to leak? I mean, this is a huge announcement. And
that is absolutely not the reason why they didn't tell us.
You don't think so?
No, I think it's because you're not a big enough influencer.
All right. So really quickly,
so you're just a dickhead tonight. So that's fine, Nostalgia.
Yes.
I honestly think it's because they didn't want this to get out, in my opinion. So,
possibly, but can I go back to the point about Killer Instinct and Zen Arcade 1-Up Pinball? Really, it's not going to make a difference. We'll never know whether this is an exclusive deal or not, because let's be honest here, guys. I don't think Arcade 1-Up's making another Killer Instinct cab. I don't think the Pro really sold as well as they hoped, and I think the 3/4 scale probably didn't do as well as they hoped because of the announcement of the Pro. So that product line's probably done. And then when it comes to Arcade 1-Up Pinball, like I just said, I don't think there's a path for them moving forward because they want to sell this thing at $500, but the product was already subpar compared to competition. So, I mean, they were talking about downgrading it to make it more affordable, and we were already unhappy with the quality of the product that was going out. So realistically, I don't think there's any more of either of these products coming from Arcade 1-Up. So we're never really officially going to know whether or not this is an exclusive partnership for AtGames, or it's just, Arcade 1-Up's just done. We don't know.
Yeah.
I think in the reality of the situation, it's unlikely that this is an exclusive partnership with AtGames, because with exclusivity comes a big dollar amount, and at the end of the day, I'm sure the cost to even get into bed with Zen is going to be high enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't imagine AtGames is going to pay for exclusivity when they know there's no other company out there that's making a product that can handle that kind of software anyways. Like, they've already got exclusivity built in because they were using more advanced CPUs on their boards. So they kind of have that technological advantage either way.
Yeah, I mean, so for instance, when it comes to the arcade one-up pinballs, although they sure looked pretty, what is it about Zen Studios Virtual Pinball? What is the heart and soul about Zen Studios Virtual Pinball, in my opinion? It's not just the fact that they have pretty games and pretty licenses. It's the fact that they have a community, an online community, a community full of leaderboards, online tournaments, and the ability to expand on the platform by, whenever they release new games, purchasing and downloading them to whatever your preferred device is to run the platform. In my opinion, that is the heart and soul of Zen Studios. So for them to partner with Arcade 1UP and provide an Arcade 1UP, force them to use cheap ass hardware and make a static product that really couldn't be updated or fixed, or no online components, nothing, no tournaments, no leaderboards. It just really kind of wrecked it for him, in my opinion. And this partnership actually, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, makes more sense when I think about who Zen Studios is. AtGames is going to give them an open platform where they'll be able to have leaderboards and all those things. And if they actually make money on the games they sell, well, guess what? They'll probably put more games on the AtGames ecosystem, right? It's all about if they sell. If they don't sell, they probably won't. But if they sell, if you guys buy them, there'll probably be more games. So in my opinion, AtGames partnership makes more sense with Zen than the Arcade 1UP partnership does, especially too, they're giving them a machine to work on that's got much better hardware than what was in the Arcade 1UP.
So if AtGames actually sell a Zen Studios My Little Pony table, we're gonna see banana and man fluid all over the front of Nostalgia's camera.
I'm gonna take it.
When that My Little Pony pre-order goes up, they'll be like, "We sold one," and it's some guy near Toronto. We know who.
I don't know why you guys give My Little Pony such a hard time. Right. Friendship is magic, boys.
Console Fanboy says no price announced. There actually was a price announced. Dubs, do we want to hit that one next?
Let's start diving into what was announced here. So we were just, again, this just came out an hour ago, and I just woke up from a nap. And
hold on, before we move on to the next thing, just an honest question: do you guys think that it is possible that Zen Studios realized how much potential revenue they were losing when Mystery Encoder pushed out their mod for the Arcade 1UP pinball machines and saw everybody going wild, buying the APKs from Android and dumping them onto the machine? And then in their brain, they're thinking, okay, wait, maybe there is something to this open and connected platform where there's an app store and people can just like a la carte pick the tables they want. And maybe, do you think at all like that modification?
No, I'm not connected to Zen, but sometimes they reach out to me and they'll send me like pinball games to play and stuff like that. And I got an inside scoop. They said that the reason they originally didn't sign with AtGames is they dealt with some friggin' dickhead named Nostalgia, and they didn't want to deal with AtGames anymore. So they called them back this week and they said, "Hey boss, is that Nostalgia guy still there?" And they were like, "No, he's gone." They were like, "Perfect, we're coming to AtGames."
All right, guys.
That's not true.
Every time Michael B does a disclaimer, you have to take a shot. That was disclaimer number 4, in case you guys missed it.
There's nothing wrong with being open and transparent about your
everyone's gonna be locked and loaded by the time this live stream is over. Okay, let's dive into the weeds and let's try and figure all this out together, and then maybe we can kind of understand it together. So here is the first thing that's coming out: Legends Pinball 4KP, and look, it's going to be a dedicated cabinet with the Addams Family artwork, and the Addams Family game is going to be on here. And in fact, they even said there's going to be 15 games included. Not a tremendous amount of games, but like Michael B mentioned earlier, it does appear those 15 games, or at least the 14 games, are the same ones that Wagner was showing off in 4K mode on one of his most recent videos. But let's just start right here. We're going to work our way down. We're going to do this together as a team.
One second. Can we ask a very important question now? Nostalgia, now that you know the number of games on the table, how would you assess the value of the table?
Oh, God, don't even get me started. The value is incredible. This thing is chock full of so much value, it'll blow your damn socks off. It comes with not just one game, not 2 games, but 15 licensed titles, including the Addams Family, on the new Legends Pinball 4KP. Ooh, yeah!
Yeah.
I'm
By the way,
also interested to
I'm
know
gonna-
more about this topper.
I just
Go
want
ahead.
to say when AtGames not too long ago talked about a commercial release of their product, and they started talking about things. I kept looking at my current cabinet, and I'm thinking that doesn't make any sense. That's not an attractive enough cabinet to go into the commercial space. But looking at this thing here, this thing looks really nice. This thing looks like a
I mean,
pinball. They got the
yeah.
shape right. They got the back glass proper. I mean, this looks nice. Not, the Adams Family theme. It's not that big for me, but I think this thing looks great. I think the topper being added is pretty cool. I think they got a winner here with the look of this.
Yeah, from an appearance point of view, this looks pretty damn good in my opinion. I'd have to agree with you, Detroit Love. I mean, you're getting a pinball cabinet that actually looks like a pinball cabinet, and you got your 3 screens. You got your topper. I mean, it looks like a pinball machine. It doesn't look like it doesn't look like what was it? Shopping cart. It doesn't look like a shopping cart, right?
So, are we far enough now that we can talk about the art?
No. We still have to talk
All right.
about
What I was trying to say
potential
is
NDAs that we've got. So,
oh Jesus Christ! What I was trying to say is, let's just start at the top.
Okay.
Work our way down. All of us, all 250 people here watching live, we're going to look at this. Just came out an hour ago. It's new to us. It's new to you, but we're going to figure all this out together. So Michael B, Carl and I both like the look of this and the topper. But what are you saying, Mike? You don't like the look of this?
The look of this is based on the art package that Zen put together for their media package. I think they missed a really, really good opportunity to use the original Addams Family arcade art. I think that would have been a better look. I would have preferred that personally, and nobody that's been watching me for years would expect anything different from me. I want real life recreations, and if you have a real life table that you're going to bring out, I don't see why you wouldn't have used the real table art. I know what they're doing. This is Zen's official art that they put out when they released the table. I remember downloading the media package. So this is what it's based on. But I really would have preferred the original table art and made it look more like an original table recreation.
I gotcha. Guys, put a 1 in the chat if you like the look. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't. Let us know what you think. I think it looks okay. Like, it's not the original pinball machine. What was it? The original, was it Bally or was it Williams? Williams machine art. It's not the original Williams machine art. But it looks like an Addams Family pinball machine. I'm not gonna jump off a bridge over it. But Mike,
I think this is arguably the best looking AtGames pinball machine they've ever released.
Also,
whether it's original or not, the art is well done. It looks good. It's themed properly. Everything's in good kind of proportion. The machine itself looks substantially better. Just generally speaking, this machine is, in my opinion, visually the most impressive machine that they've released.
And they could have placed that Legends Pinball somewhere else. I still don't like it being so prominent on the back glass there. I would prefer it to be right above, below the.
I'm not shitting on it. I'm just saying I would have preferred the original art. I do think that it's nice looking. It is the nicest looking ALP model to date.
Mike, I'm a little surprised by how aggressive and mean and rude you're being towards this machine, especially considering your working relationship with AtGames. I thought you would have probably wanted to be like somewhat kinder, but no, you're just going to shit on the product within the first 25 minutes of our show. I can't even believe this.
I'm sorry. Do I have to? Am I not allowed to share my unbiased opinion on the art?
No, you must always praise.
All right. So I saw a lot more actually, was it 50-50 split, guys? What do you guys think? Did the 1s win or the 2s? It might have actually been about a 50-50 split in the live chat between 1s and 2s.
It's not even close. It's, I would say, 75% 1s.
Guys, don't make me put those stupid ass blue polls all over the live chat. I hate those. Please don't, just put in the 1 or 2 and let me know what you think.
It's definitely more 1s than 2s for certain.
All right, so you're thinking more 1s. Yeah, there you go. All right, so let's keep going because there's a lot we got to unpack here. So, for instance, it's going to come with a top. Oh, and by the way, Mike and everybody else, if you don't like the skin, there's going to be plenty of skins of this available, apparently, from what we're finding out in these announcements and the information that just came out an hour ago. Dr.
Modding
Z
is such a dirty word.
Dr. Z super chat. Michael from iArcade made this happen for us. There you go. Thanks.
That is
for the
incorrect.
$2 super chat. I also missed some super chats. Kevin Clausen, I saw you kept trying to send a super chat, but for some reason it wasn't going through. So my apologies, my friend, that your message was blank. But we appreciate the super chats. Let's dive into this. So 15 games included. They have to get rid of the Legends name on top. Yeah, we agree. We agree. This is stupid. Legends Pinball 4KP. I mean, come on, man. Oh, I don't even know why that's there.
Is it branded anywhere else on the machine? Is there like an
that's it
AtGames
on this one
logo?
That's it. At least it's just one spot, so that's
What
good.
about on the coin door? Is there still the little sticker there?
All right, you know what they can do? They can put it like right down here. See this small white font right here?
The copyright logo?
Yeah, they can put Legends Pinball.
Just get rid of the copyright information.
All right, if you guys agree with me, give me a 1. They could put Legends Pinball 4KP right down here in the corner and not take away from the aesthetic of the machine.
They should write it in invisible ink.
You know, just right down here, little Legends Pinball. Maybe put a little AtGames logo right here, like how you have Zen up here in the corner. Just put a little AtGames logo here, and be done with it. You know what I mean? Like everyone needs to know it's a Legends Pinball 4KP. Apparently. All right, let's keep going because again, there's a lot to cover here. A lot of the questions in the live chat, guys, I think we're going to answer as we're scrolling down and diving through this. 15 games included. Doesn't seem like a whole hell of a lot, but it sounds like they're really revamping these games. If I had to assume, my assumption is it's taken a long time to upgrade these games table by table by table, and this must be what's ready to go, you know. And what should we call it? 4K pinball games. I'm assuming they're going to sell a whole bunch of packs for these. These are going to be different packs. These aren't going to be the 1080 packs, right? And if you buy this machine, you're going to have to buy all the 4K versions. You're not going to get, even if you own them on the universal packs, you're going to have to buy all your tables again. So keep that in mind, guys. That's great information. You're going to have to buy every single table again if you want to get them in the 4K version. So just a heads up there from everything that they've shown us. I think that kind of stinks.
That's Zen's model, though. Zen makes you buy.
Oh, I'm not talking Zen. I'm talking AtGames. We're talking
but I'm just saying in
title.
general, you know, that's Zen's model, so I wouldn't see them changing it. You know,
so I just actually got a message from new AtGames employee Michael Jerome Zvebeck to remind us that the AtGames Pinball 4KP logo, the light can be turned off, so it won't be shining in your eyes. Remember that. Got to put the logo somewhere, he says.
AtGames coming at us with
or Michael, since you work there now, you could have put the logo right here on the bottom corner of the back box. There you go. All right.
Why stop there, P-Dubs? Why not just put it on the bottom of the whole table? Just on the bottom plate of the whole table.
You guys are killing me. All right. $2 super chat from Michael Suna. Tell AtGames to make custom plungers for each. Well, there you go. I kind of like that idea, like little heads on the plungers, little plunger heads. All right. I like that idea. There you go. Hopefully they'll watch this stream and find out. All right, so let's keep moving on here. So you're going to get a topper, limited edition plate included, like a collector's. They're only making 5,000 of the Addams family, and they're going to make other variations of this machine, limited to 5,000 units as well. So if you don't like the Addams family artwork, don't let FOMO get to you. Don't rush, and pick up one of the ones that come out later on down the road. I mean,
don't let FOMO get to you. Anyways, now let's go to the pricing model.
Well, let's not skip past that number there.
There's a tie-in, Carl. That's the reason I said this.
I understand.
Go ahead.
I understand, but I'm just saying 5,000 tables, cabinets. How many like Legends do you think they have? They sold more than 5,000?
I have no clue.
Oh, for sure.
For Legends Pinball, yeah, there's
Legends Pinball for sure. They've sold.
I'm just talking about the other cabinets, the ALU.
Oh yeah.
Put it in perspective, Carl. There was almost around 10,000 iArcades out in the wild. So if there was 10,000 iArcades, think about how many AtGames Legends Ultimate units are out in the wild.
No, there were like less than 4,000 iArcades. But when it comes to AtGames, there's a couple 100,000 out there when it comes
At
to that.
least,
They're
yeah, I
six
think,
figure, a couple 100,000 at least. They have a
Yeah, I
much
think-
bigger user base than iArcade. I'm not worried about that. So, all right, so let's go down here. So this is where affordable family fun and FOMO gets you. So they're going to put these up for pre-order. Early bird pricing to those who order first. Don't miss the first wave to get your thing early. So let's see right here. So here it is right here. September 22nd through 25th. Jeez, man, dude, we're going to be in goddamn Cleveland when this happens.
Yeah, we
Aren't
can
we?
order it directly from AtGames. We can walk up to their table and say, "Here's my credit card."
Michael Zvebeck, are you taking checks with the little stamper at the booth? Let us know, man. But here you go, guys. What do you think about this price? $1,099 for this machine.
That's the pre-order price, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
for the first wave.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think of the price?
Honestly, I think that's actually a fairly reasonable price considering what you're getting.
Yeah, the number of games and the value, right?
It's not even the number of games; it's the hardware side of things. You're getting 3 screens now. It's a 4K display. It's got a super beefy CPU in there. I think comparatively, what is their regular ALP sell for? Is like what, $799 regular on their website?
Jeez,
Does that
I don't
sound
know.
right?
I don't know.
I think it's $800 for the regular or $1,100 for the 4K. The value proposition of $300 is definitely there.
I love it when nostalgia talks value. I just love it.
The value's there, boys. Not 100, not 200, but $300 worth of value is definitely there.
So AtGames is doing some FOMO ordering here, guys, and I understand why they're doing it from a business perspective, but man, that puts a lot of pressure on us as consumers, considering
You got 3 days. Make up your
You got
minds.
3
or pay
days.
$200 more.
you got 3 days to throw down a $200 deposit. Your machine's going to ship sometime between December and January expected, and whatchamacallit, $1,000. So honestly, like, I agree with Nostalgia, man. I mean, considering how much money I've dumped into my AtGames back there between Cleveland solenoids, different speakers, sound, the Buy Stuff Store back box so I could have 3 screens, 24-inch screen. Yeah, I am at over $1,000 into that pinball machine. So if I think about it, like, you're basically buying this. Hold on, let's go full screen, guys. You're basically buying that thing. That's how much I've put into that thing. Like, you know what I mean? Between the artwork and the back box and all that stuff, like, you're getting it for that price. So I
You
mean,
put
that makes sense.
$1,000 into your ALP Mini?
No, the big one. I'm just not in the mood for jokes tonight, guys. I'm like, what's his name? I was watching Dragnet the other night. I love Dragnet. You guys, seen Dragnet?
I've
Not in a
even
very
heard of
long
that.
time.
You've never seen Dragnet with Dan Aykroyd and
I'm
Tom
not
Hanks?
in the mood for Dragnet tonight.
You
so.
know, Dragnet, where
might move on
Joe
from that.
Friday, just the facts, man.
Nobody's in
I'm
that mood, P-Dubs. We got to
Well,
move on.
well, I'm in that mood. All right, but if you reach into your leg and all you feel is your thigh, well, guess what? September 26th through the 31st, you can place your order if you find $200 for a deposit, and there you go. It goes up to $1,299. So check this out, guys. You have from September 22nd to the 25th for 3 days. You don't get your pre-order in, you're gonna go up. What, $200 there, and then you're not gonna get your machine until February. And then, so that's it. So from September 22nd through October.
So that's the Cleveland Classic sale there, the first one.
This would be your Cleveland game. Someone in the live chat said, "Is there going to be a Cleveland sale?" This is like the Cleveland sale right here.
That's the Cleveland sale.
This is happening during that weekend. I agree with you, Carl. Excellent, Carl. Excellent. And then the rest of September and October, it's $1,300, and then from November through December, it goes up to $1,400. You're not going to get your machine until March, but there you guys go. What do you guys think about all this? It's a bit much, but then again, I mean, if they're going to sell this thing at $1,400, if that's going to be the normal price, I mean, if they're giving you an opportunity to save $400, I mean, they don't have to do that. So I guess that's a good thing. You know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think of the live chat. How much for shipping? We don't know. Considering how much they're selling these machines for, it would be really nice if AtGames offers free shipping, which they very, very, very rarely do on stuff. So,
and I agree with you. I have about $1,000 in mine. You know, I have Bobby Boo's cabinet. It got wrecked, and I had to buy a whole new board to get the board, and it's not even working. I've never hooked it up. I have the control panel on here. Be interesting if the control panel can be swapped out on this new one. But yeah, and so $1,000, definitely more than $1,000 for this one. So $1,000 to get one that's working is much better, looks much better. Sounds like a deal.
yeah, sorry, I had to mute Mike's keyboard, Carl, because I couldn't hear what you were saying.
I'm getting ready to leave, you grumpy motherfucker.
So it says here $1,500 is the normal price. So here's the thing: if they're going to sell this machine for $1,500, and that's going to be the normal price moving forward, they're giving you 3 days where you can buy it and save $400. Yeah, it's kind of like FOMO marketing, but technically, they could just put this thing up for sale for $1,500.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they're giving you a chance to save some money. So I'm not going to crap on them for that. So
I also think it's in their best interest to try to sell these things for $1,100 because
Yep.
there's a big difference. I know it's only $400, but it's already more than the base machine. So there's a concession there, and then there's another concession. So if you actually want to pick up one of these pinball machines, whether you care about the Addams Family IP, the whatever the price, $1,100, that's a price to pick it up because I don't see it going to go any lower than that for quite a while.
Yep. I concur. All right, so let's take a look here. So then they bring this up. 4K gaming, let's play. Bring virtual pinball home and enjoy a new way to play your favorite pinball tables. Enjoy exciting challenges on this Legends 4K Pinball Net. Or challenge your family for ultimate bragging rights. What the hell is Pinball Net?
Subscription service for the pinball games going forward. Instead of buying them, you can pay for Pinball Net.
Is it the same as Arcade Net?
Except pinball related, yeah.
Right.
Family fun. Do they give any more information on the Pinball Net here?
Not really. You can look down. I looked through it. I didn't see. Pinball Net was also a surprise in this. That was kind of snuck in.
Oh, wait. Here we go. What the hell is Pinball Net? Includes 2 months 4K subscription prepaid, providing access to 140 Legends 4K tables. So, okay. So I'm assuming
Look
they're
at
going
the
to
value there.
Yeah.
It's a $30 value.
Value.
The value's incredible, boys.
It says value on the slide.
All right. So it sounds like
Right.
like you'll be able to buy the tables and own the tables, and then they're also going to be doing this. So if you just want to get a subscription and have access to all the tables, which is like Arcade Net. So it's the same thing as Arcade Net. So
I do hope that when this comes out, this is a little bit different from Arcade Net in the sense that because like cloud-based streaming pinball just doesn't work. We've seen that. So hopefully this is a service where it's like Game Pass, where you can actually download the table to your table, and then it just connects to the subscription.
Isn't that how pinball, the native pinball, works on the ALP through Arcade Net? Because you can get the pinball packs. They just download.
No idea.
And then they work as long as you have an active subscription and you're logged in.
Yeah, Arcade Net subscribers who didn't want to buy the packs and buy the games, they were able to download the Arcade Net games onto their flash drive and run them natively. All the pinball games. So they'll probably end up carrying that through as well. We got $5 from Ezekiel. What's up, my dudes? Happy Friday. There you go. So this is probably for all the Zakaria, Taito, and what's the other one? Natural History, Dr. Seuss.
Natural History, Dr. Seuss, and the new ones they have coming: Nostalgia's Wild Ride, Detroit Love's Trip to Arby's. Those are going to be crazy tables.
I think a lot of people, especially people coming from the Zen platform who aren't familiar with the AtGames platform, because Zen Studios put this all over their website as well. They did a press release as well. There's going to be people who are confused about this from the Zen Studios side. This is not a subscription to Zen Studios pinball games. This is a subscription to the games you guys have already been playing for the last year or so, but in a 4K format. So we're all assuming AtGames is going to revamp these games, re-release them in 4K format for you to buy, or you could sign up for Pinball Net and have access to them whenever they come out. But then again, once you lose your subscription, you lose your games. Me, I would rather just buy the games versus signing up for a subscription. So there you go.
So Canada Phil, and I saw someone else ask this earlier, no Canadian pre-orders. That's right. AtGames doesn't sell directly to Canada, so you can't get in on this, but stay tuned. Hopefully we don't have to wait as long as we had to wait to get the original ALP here after ALP came out in the US.
Hopefully.
Yep. All right, and then they're just highlighting all the stuff that they do, such as they offer Legends Care if you want to get a 1-year warranty. App Store X
It
is
looks
where
like
you
that's
go.
is that included?
I think so. I think they're giving a 1-year warranty as
You
part
get a
of the
1-year
machine.
warranty on it.
Yeah, so you'll get a 1-year warranty on this machine, guys. That's actually kind of nice.
That's better than any other company has done for their pinball machines.
Yeah. All right, but let's go back up. So here's the 4K games. If you guys saw Wagner do a video showing off the 4K pinball games, these were the games he kind of showed off. He showed us a few seconds of each.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have the Addams Family is the only Stern game. I'm sorry, not Stern. Zen game. Zen game coming out. And then all of these right here. So, yeah. I can't think. My head hurts, man. What do you think of this game?
I gotta go. And you brought up Stern. That makes me. I'm gonna bring up a topic. Do you think that now that AtGames has partnered with Zen, and they're working on titles like this, that could actually push the opportunity with Stern to bring their games over?
Stern has openly said they will never do virtual pinball going forward. Stern are done with virtual pinball.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, 100%. So, anyways, if you wouldn't mind, like the adults are speaking nostalgia, can you go back to your corner?
Wow. Fucking dickhead.
All right. Did we miss anything else? No, we did not. So this is all that is.
There's the spec sheets on there too, if you want to run by that.
Yeah, I'm curious as if the bring your own games or whatever the thing is where you hook your PC up to it, is that going to be an option for this, or is this strictly a standalone product?
No,
it has OTG.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Wagner did a video. In fact, you don't need a Vibs board, Rachel board, anything. It's just automatically set up. You can plug in 3 HDMI connectors, 3 screens right off the hop. Good to go.
Okay.
Keep going, Mike. I got to take care of this. My wife is texting me.
Yeah, no worries. So OTG looks actually much easier than it looked like on the original ALP. I think we're going to get a lot more Zen Pinball. It's in there somewhere. They talked about it. I think there's like 15 other skins coming based on Zen Pinball licenses. So, Star Trek The Next Generation could be one. Twilight Zone. There's so many cool options. My Little Pony might be one for nostalgia. I doubt that, but we'll have to see. Maybe some Zen original tables get done. So, nostalgia, I sorry for being such a dick about the Stern stuff, but they did say they were never going to make virtual pinball tables again. I would love to see Stern make more virtual pinball tables. That relationship with Farsight Studio.
It's not a big deal. I'll just wait.
Mike, hey, you said Mike apologized. He was only messing with you, bro.
Yes, nostalgia. Jesus.
Well,
I'm a
it's
sensitive
like
soft-boiled egg with no penis.
Stern is a definitely interesting concept because my VPX old Toy Shock cabinets, it gets all the play because I have the Stern tables that I definitely love playing more than a lot of the other tables. So I definitely would be interested in Stern, even if I'm just hooking my PC up to it. But that's really just kept me on the smaller screen and hadn't even touched this thing because I just hadn't had time to fiddle with it. But I love the Stern tables. I love all of the digital recreation of VPX. They're pretty awesome tables.
Yeah. No, they are. And it sucks that Farsight Studios and Stern just stopped making games together, man, because there were a lot more good ones they could have made.
Yeah.
I've seen this question a few times. Let's keep in mind, guys, let's put this in perspective. What you're going to get, even though the new board, PCB, that's in these 4K pinball machines is a more powerful board, you're still going to be getting some kind of Android version of these pinball games. So you're probably going to get the same kind of games that Arcade 1-Up did, right? less flashier than the console version of Zen Studios games. I'm sure they'll look much better than the arcade one-up versions, and they'll probably perform better and well because of the better hardware. But keep in mind, are you still going to need OTG mode? In my opinion, yeah, because let's be honest, nothing beats a PC version of a Zen Studios game or VPX, Future Pinball, all that stuff. They're going to be selling these Android versions, which keep in mind, that's more for the people who don't want to fiddle with the PCs and stuff. They're like, man, I would love to play Adam's Family on my pinball machine, but I don't know how to set up all that stuff. I don't want to buy another PC and hook it up. I don't want to go through all that. It's too much. Well, this is going to be for those people, right? They'll be able to buy some kind of version of the game and play it. So absolutely, you're still going to need OTG mode. Absolutely.
Mostly for
So
visual.
I have a question. I have a question because I'm looking at the three of you guys and I see your cap. So neither one, you guys have sold a lot of cabinets over the years, but you all still have your ALP.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. And so with this deal coming up for the Cleveland Classic weekend, would you consider selling what you have behind you and taking on that Cleveland offer?
I don't know. It kind of, well, it really, really sucks that the machines aren't going to be in Cleveland. It would have been nice to get your hands on them to make a more informed purchasing decision.
Well, that could be a surprise as well. Maybe we get there and they're there. They didn't tell you about
that would
this.
Be funny.
Maybe they don't tell you then, but you wouldn't be interested in selling. Maybe get $500 for what you got. A little more for your speed ups.
I don't know. This thing, it just came out an hour ago. There's like, I need more time to make a big decision like that. That's a lot of money.
So
what I mean?
I'm in Canada, me and Nostalgia are, so this is really a moot question to us, Carl. So you can't ask us. We can't order it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So this isn't going to be for Canadians?
This order, no.
Not at the beginning, no.
No. So we have to wait until the distributor brings it into Canada. So it'll be sold at a retailer, either the Brick or Buy Stuff Store are the two retailers that sell AtGames stuff to Canadians.
I don't see that happening. If they're doing a limited release on this, 5,000 pieces, I don't know that that's even going to bother with the hassle of getting it into Canada.
We're getting it.
100%.
Yeah, we're getting it 100%.
What if on day one they sell 5,000 units?
Well, we might not get
pre-orders.
The Addams Family version.
Yeah, I'm talking specifically about this one.
Oh, I understand what you're saying now. We'll get the Legends 4KP. We just might not get the special edition. Yes. 5,000 is a lot of units to sell, though, Nostalgia.
I know. I don't anticipate they're going to flash sell 5,000 pieces on the first 3 days. But I just don't anticipate we're going to see this specific machine, this limited edition, trickle into Canada.
Maybe we'll get something cooler. Maybe we'll get Creature from the Black Lagoon, Indiana Jones. Who knows?
Lame.
Yeah.
Lame. Maybe they'll do an Aladdin-themed one.
Oh, that'd be money.
Anyways, guys, there's some details here, too. There's your product features. Do you want to go over those beat-ups?
Yeah, man. Go ahead. I've been talking so much, and I got a massive migraine. So go ahead, man. Start reading this off.
Playfield display, 32-inch, 4K resolution. Of course, that is going to be 60 frames per second. Integrated backglass and DMD dual display. So, unlike what we've experienced so far with the AtGames games, and now with Zen, you're going to have a separate DMD and screen all up there at the same time. And the cool thing is, like I mentioned earlier, when you're going to be playing OTG, those also work just like they do with the Buy Stuff backbox I got in the background. So you get 3 screens right out of the box. No need to buy any additional features.
Let's not skip over the processing power and the onboard storage, because you're running the Rockchip 3588, which is a big upgrade. But to stack with that, you get 64 gigs of internal storage. So that's nice, because now you don't need to go and buy a USB stick and get flash drive X and do all that other formatting garbage just to download stuff right onto your machine. It's got internal storage, so out of the box you can just start downloading.
I agree with you, Nostalgia. One thing that is nice for us who own the Legends Pinball Micro, that beautiful baby pinball machine right there, one thing that's nice about it is it's the only AtGames product I own that has
internal storage.
Yeah. I have all my pinball games on there. all the packs, all the universal packs, because I got them for all the devices, and they're all just on the machine. I don't have a flash drive plugged in or anything. Turn it on, the games are there on the machine. So that's nice. It's got 64 gigabytes is a good enough storage. I don't even think all 150 some AtGames pinball games take up 150 gigabytes, right?
No, I think you're under like 7 gigs.
Yeah, it's only like 7 gigs, so plenty of room for expansion in the future. But Mike, keep going with the specs here. Let me know what you want.
So we get large 3.5-inch audio speakers. Sound is an integral part of the gaming experience. A pair of 3.5-inch speakers reproduce rich, crisp, full sound. Crisp.
How crisp?
Crisp.
I'm pretty sure Arcade 1-Up has like a trademark on that now. So you can't say that.
I don't know, but I heard the sound was the crispiest on the AtGames 3.5-inch speakers.
Is it Rice Krispie Crisp?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's snap, crackle, and pop, mofos.
That's what I was waiting for. Yeah.
Do you guys think we'll get a Star Wars skin machine? We have no clue. It sounds like they have signed with Zen to bring a number of games to this platform.
I think
and a number of dedicated cabinets, but we don't know the full list yet.
Yeah,
this is all we know. Yeah, so I'm not going to come on here and tell you guys you're getting Star Wars, you're getting they just did a Pinbot game too, didn't they? They just released Pinbot.
Yeah, Bride of Pinbot.
You know what would be cool? Think about this, guys. Indiana Jones. Wouldn't that be freaking awesome?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can start putting together our wish list. Guys, which Zen pinball game do you love the most that you hope is part of the list that AtGames got that you would want them to make a pinball machine out of, like have that artwork on there?
I know two right off the goddamn hop that people want real pinball machines made of: Jaws and Back to the Future.
Oh, did we miss that, Detroit Love?
Yeah, I couldn't find it in the thing, but yeah, so that's a lot right along the lines of what you're asking. He was asking for a full assessment and what skins would we want. So thanks, Tyler, for that super chat.
Here they come. They're coming in. Thanks so much, Carl, for sharing that. We definitely want to make sure everyone gets their shout outs. Keep them coming in the live chat, guys, and let's see if we see any. I see Theater Magic a couple of times. I'm seeing Attack from Mars a couple of times. Keep them coming in the live chat, guys. Which one do you want to see? I think Indiana Jones would just be incredible, in my opinion. So,
yeah, and if you're gonna do the OTG, then obviously you can skin it to whatever you want, as opposed to trying to pick something that's available from the AtGames lineup. I definitely would go with Spider-Man. That's my boy. No doubt about it. One of my definitely my favorite. That gets the most play of any table on my VPX cabinet.
Also, think about the possibilities for the future, too. I mean, Zen just announced Pinball M, and we're getting a Chucky table and a Dead by Daylight table, other future horror tables. Maybe this could be a future thing for AtGames as well.
Yeah. The one thing I just want to reiterate to everyone out there is don't let FOMO control your life. What I do appreciate from AtGames and Zen is that both of them admitting that they're going to make multiple skins of this cabinet. And even if you say, okay, I'm going to buy it for $1,099, which is the day one price for 3 days, the 3-day price. And you're like, okay, I'm going to buy it to save money and I'll just put new artwork on it. Well, guys, it's going to cost you a couple of $100s to get an artwork package for this. So that's going to get you up around $1,200-$1,300 plus the shipping and taxes on that. You're almost going to be paying the same thing. And then you have to go through the whole process of applying the artwork and reskinning the cabinet and all that stuff. So in my opinion, if you don't like Atom Smith, just wait. Just wait. Don't put yourself in a FOMO rush purchase. You can, or get it and buy artwork for it, whatever you guys wanted. That kind of stuff.
So MG's got a comment here. I'm a huge Stephen King fan. MG, all the books aren't linked. There's 2 different universes.
No. Messiah and me have talked about this on another stream. We actually took over an entire stream talking about this. All of them are linked. It's all the same universe, and it's incredible.
It's not the same universe. Pennywise doesn't exist in the same universe as the Dark Tower.
Hold on. Didn't Zen Studios just announce they were bringing a whole bunch of horror games?
I just said that. How did you not listen to me?
Because I got 9 things going on here, Mike. So yeah, dude, let's get a Stephen King It table. Let's get a Chucky table. All that stuff. Yeah, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. But there you go. That's everything here. So yeah, I'm just saying, don't let FOMO get to you about artwork. So there you go.
Can I jump in here on something? I've been looking this up. So we were talking about performance and what kind of quality, quote unquote quality, you're going to get out of the gameplay. And you guys had mentioned it's going to be like a dumbed down version, like an Android version versus PC. But I'm looking at Pinball FX and what it's currently available on. Obviously, PC, we know that. It's available on PS5, PS4, Xbox, Xbox One, and then Xbox Series X and S. But it's also available on the Nintendo Switch. And when I pull up the CPU for the Nintendo Switch versus the Rockchip 3588, the Rockchip 3588 is more capable than the Tegra X1 that's in the Nintendo Switch. So I think the most likely scenario is that we're going to see Nintendo Switch-esque performance out of this board. So if you've got Pinball FX on the Switch, that's probably going to be a super close comparison to what you're going to see in terms of this running on this platform.
Yeah. So, you know what, Mike? You know what we need? We need. Do you know the typewriter sound effect where it goes ding, and the typewriter goes like this? We need to add that to your keyboard. Wouldn't that be so funny? Ding zip, ding zip. Because Mike's got the what is that called? The typewriter keyboard. It's a big one.
The Razer mechanical keyboard. I don't think it's supposed to be this loud. What a piece of shit.
Look at everyone in the live chat. Mike's keyboard is the 5th super gamer, dude. I don't think you guys realize that. He's the 5th super gamer.
Yeah. So, Nostalgia, you brought up a good
All
point.
right.
That was the one thing I did want to talk about with Zen Pinball coming to AtGames. We've seen Zen Pinball, and we love Zen Pinball.
Yeah.
But we've seen it not good. And let's be honest, on Arcade 1-Up, it wasn't good. They took a lot of concessions to make it work on that hardware. So
Yeah.
I'm really hoping you're right,
Mhm.
and it runs as well as it does on the Switch on the ALP.
Well,
because if it's not good, like, it's just not going to be good.
Let me be clear. They are not equal in terms of performance, the CPU. The RK3588 is like 2 to 3 times more powerful than the Switch.
Good.
So what I'm saying is if you're looking for a comparison, look at the Switch as like the baseline and then go up from there. So yes, on the Switch, when it's docked, you're going to get 1080p 60 frames. In handheld mode, it's going to be capped at 720p because of the screen. I think it's not going to be a stretch for them to hit 4K 60. Did they say that they're going 4K 120? Or has that not, the frame rate hasn't really been dropped, has it? Was that in the sell sheet?
Are you talking about the frame rate on the main playfield?
Yeah.
It's 60 hertz. It's a 60 hertz.
Okay, so you're looking at 4K 60 frames. Then I think the CPU can handle that.
Yeah. Yeah. So so that's interesting. Sorry, I'm thinking about Stephen King stuff. I got distracted. My apologies, gentlemen.
Oh, no, it's okay. Did you pick up the new book, Holly?
No, I did not.
I picked it up at Costco the other day. So
Is it good?
Going.
Is it good?
Well, I haven't started yet. I still got to read Fairy Tale too.
Right.
I'm a little bit behind.
I wanted to make a point about what you guys were talking about. Yes, so I agree, Mike. The better board, hopefully Zen Studios will provide you much better Android versions of their games than what you've seen on the Arcade 1-Up machines. Because if they're just as shitty as the Arcade 1-Up machines, people aren't going to be happy. But
Yeah, it was like trying to run Zen Pinball through a PlayStation 1.
but keep in mind, their games will not be as good as they are on consoles or your PC. They will not look as good. It's just not possible. You can't do that off a single board computer, off these little boards that these companies use for these arcade machines. But it should look pretty damn good, hopefully. And it's more for those people who don't want to connect a device to the pinball machine, to buy and play those games. So there you All right, now that unfortunately took a long time. We burned an hour of the show tonight talking about that, guys.
Oh,
But
before we
that was
finish,
big news.
just in case anybody was wondering, I do have an NDA with AtGames, and I'm part of their YouTube Skype chat.
YouTube influencer group.
Don't say that. It's a media list, for fuck's sake. I'm so sick of
It's
that.
not
I'm
called,
so
it's
sick
not
of
called
that.
media list anywhere that I've seen.
It's a media list. Oh my god.
Just making up words
Nostalgia
now.
worked there. He didn't disclose that, by the way.
Yeah, they did. They did a press release when Nostalgia got hired. Do you remember?
No, he has to disclose it. It doesn't matter about AtGames disclosing it.
I know.
He has to disclose
I don't
You
have
guys-
to disclose that I worked
AtGames
for a
did a
company
big.
2 years
Don't
ago.
you remember the press release? And then like they announced Nostalgia was coming, and Arcade Net subscriptions just started going down. People just started unsubbing. It was hilarious. Nostalgia's not listening to my joke.
I'm listening. I'm just ignoring.
We do have something else AtGames Pinball related to talk about. So they pushed out an update
Less
for their,
happy news.
for their Gottlieb tables, and this is a little less happy news.
Yeah,
Mike, you want to handle this because I'm gonna pop.
yeah. So I'm not drunk, by the way. Games Plus. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't drink at home. So what happened was AtGames basically are pushing out an update for the Gottlieb tables, which we were all really excited for. So the Gottlieb tables through the Gottlieb game packs are all getting an update with better ball physics, improvements to the game. Looks like it's going to be really dope. So anybody that has the Gottlieb game packs on your ALP Micro or like Game Legends Gamer, or your ALU or ALU Mini, you're getting a big upgrade to the Gottlieb packs. Unfortunately, if you have the ALP, you're not getting an upgrade to your Gottlieb tables. The thing that was explained to me, and this is the way AtGames explained it, the Gottlieb table packs that went out exist in a different format than the ones that came with the original tables. So they weren't able to update both at the same time. It's only the table packs that are being updated right now. So there's no improvement forthcoming right now for the AtGames Legends Pinball original Gottlieb tables. They're trying to make it work, but it's incredibly complicated. They've even looked at options of, taking those tables off and bringing the game pack tables on, and it's a mess. So be patient. Hopefully AtGames does come through and upgrade the original Gottlieb tables on the original ALP as well. But right now it's only for the additional packs that came in. And, I'm going to be honest, that does kind of suck because, the one device that really needed an upgrade on the Gottlieb tables was the ALP. That is the main focus.
Yeah, it does stink. It does stink that they're not updating the ALP yet. Hopefully they can figure it out and get that updated because that's the premium way. That is the preferred way people are playing AtGames Pinball is on the AtGames Legends Pinball. Now, anyone else who's you're running the game packs off of your Legends Ultimate arcade machines using, your flipper buttons on the side of the machine, your Legends Ultimate minis. I think the ALP micros are getting a whole new game pack put in as well. Like you're going to get the newer versions of the Gottlieb games. I need to go update it on one of my devices and see what the difference is on these Gottlieb games. I don't think anyone showed it yet, but then again, they just pushed out the update a couple hours ago. So yeah, there you go.
I understand why they focused on that first because they have a new product coming out in the very near future that is also going to avail of the table packs. So yeah, let's focus on that first. But I really hope the original ALP owners still get this update as well because the Gottlieb tables are awesome, original tables, but it would be nice if they just worked a little bit better.
I'm sorry. Wait, ALP is not getting an update to the Gottlieb tables? When did that happen?
Nope.
All right, we got a $5 super chat here from a guy named Patrick who says, "Thank you for that news. I thought I was going crazy that I couldn't update my table." Yeah, when I did a video earlier today, I said, "Hey, this update's for the game packs. Game packs. So I forgot to mention in my video it's not for the pinball machine itself. I meant to, but I just forgot. That's what happens when you're filming videos. It just sucks. So but either way, they said they're working on it, so hopefully it'll come out. What more can you say? What else is going on, guys? I honestly think we're going to have to save a lot of the other topics until the next episode because that took an hour to talk about that pinball machine. But it's
still
big
got
news.
13 minutes, baby. Let's do this.
It's huge. It's huge news for this community. What a. You have to admit though, AtGames like taking Microsoft, taking Zen Studios. If I was Cyrus the Virus over there at Arcade 1UP, I'd be eating my Cheerios like, what's going on?
I will say in the last couple of years, there's few times that news has come out that's really shocked me and surprised me. And I can tell you when I saw this one today, even though I have an NDA with AtGames and I'm part of their YouTuber thread on Skype,
media list.
I didn't see this coming. I literally did a stream Monday where I talked about like these are the things AtGames should do, and we asked the questions to the community, and like I threw it out there. I thought it was a pipe dream. What about Pinball FX? Would you guys pay for it? And to see that it actually is coming to the system was one of those few times where I was like, holy shit, this is a huge piece of news. I'm so happy for the team in AtGames. So happy for the AtGames community. Like, in my opinion, this is where realistically those games should be. This is the right place for them, and I'm glad everything worked out. And AtGames customers are going to be able to play Zen Pinball natively on their machines.
Now, considering that it was a huge news story and it took up the bulk of our show tonight, if the viewers are willing to hang around for another 30 minutes, I think we could cover a few more of these other topics that we were really excited about talking about. But I didn't want to put the pressure on you, gentlemen. Do you guys have another 30 minutes in you?
30 minutes?
I don't know. I'm pretty drunk, according to Games
I was going to
Plus.
say 30 minutes for a bunch of subpar gaming news. That's what you want to spend 30 minutes on that junk?
I think
I'm here. Let's do it.
That was the show.
Next Friday. And we're going to be together. And what are we doing? A show next Friday? Are we gonna pass?
I would love to do
some sporadic videos here and there.
I would love, because you, me, Carl, Michael B are all going to be in the same Airbnb. I would love next Friday night to do a Super Game Room Dudes broadcast from Cleveland and have Nostalgia dial in remotely.
Guys, that is not going to happen.
It's going to be so adorable.
It's not going to happen. I'm going to take next weekend off.
Now, Games Plus next Friday when we do the show, yes, I will be drunk then. Just a heads up.
Thanks so much, Sonic Fun. Yeah, guys, this will help us as well, because some of you, the content creators, only know you as, like, for instance, your name, Hollywood Polo, for instance, right? I don't know Hollywood Polo's real name. So if he comes up to me and expects me to know who he is, hey, let's just say his name's Bob. Hey, it's me, Bob, from YouTube. I'll be like, who are you? Hollywood Polo. I'll be like, oh yeah, you're Hollywood. Put Hollywood Polo on your badge. You know what I'm saying? Help me help you.
This happened with Gallagher Guy 88 the other day. He was in a Discord chat and he posted something, and then on Facebook in the AtGames modding page, someone else posted the exact same thing. So I went to the Discord and I was like,
yeah,
hey, Gallagher Guy, are you this name? I can't remember the name exactly. Sorry, Gallagher Guy. But like, we don't know the real name. So it'd be great to connect with people. Put your YouTube handle or whatever it is on your name page, or come up and tell us who you are, because it's great to actually see someone and put a face to the name, right?
And don't pretend to be other people. Mad Astra Gaming, Turd Ferguson. That would be hilarious. Okay. Mike, do you want to talk about some other stuff, or should we just put a pin in it?
Yeah.
Let's just do it next week.
No, screw it, man. Let's keep going. We got 300 people here.
All right.
We're having a bunch of fun. You're less goddamn grumpy than you were earlier.
It took me a while to wake up, and you know what? Next time I wake up from a nap, I'm just not coming on the show until I'm fully
okay. Until we're 30 minutes
All right.
in.
Until we're 30 minutes.
So anyways, do a who to blow, whatever you got to do. Get yourself open and excited. We're going to keep going. Super Game Room, dude. They're going into overtime.
All right, because I'm sure some people tuned in to hear about some of the other topics, including Michael. Do you want to do the Nintendo Direct or that you want to do the
Oh,
Atari?
yeah, absolutely. That Nintendo Direct. Let's do Nintendo
All right.
Direct first because there's a lot to cover there, but we can get through it pretty quick. So I know console fanboys talking about it. I am probably going to do that this weekend. Is probably stream some F-Zero 99. So that was the first real big surprise announcement. People talked about F-Zero, a new F-Zero game coming into it. I don't think anybody expected this. F-Zero 99, which is basically it's a modern version of the original with the original graphics, but 99 people can play at the exact same time in the original F-Zero. There's new features as well. You can go up into this upper playfield
Wait, how
level
many
and
people?
play. 99 people in a race at once in F-Zero.
Community stream?
Yeah, community stream, man.
Let's do
You
it.
got to do it.
You guys want to play F-099? Like have
Yeah.
nearly 100 of us in the same race? That would be incredible. That'd be incredible. Keep going.
I don't think you get to pick
So-
your people, do you? With those games, it's just like random.
I'm not sure. I think you basically get in and it just lines up.
Yeah.
So F-Zero 99 was the first surprise. We got some updates on games coming out. Then we also got an update on this new Princess Peach game that looks so stupid. I know people are excited about it because she has all these like powers, but the Princess Peach is getting her own game and you can be Ninja Peach in it. So that's something. I'm old and fogey, so I just want the other games. The other really cool one, and if you're a collector, this was actually news to your ears. They're actually making an HD remake of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Anybody that collects GameCube games, you know how goddamn expensive that game has got.
And it's good.
So now we're gonna get a Switch HD remaster of it. Then we can just buy at a regular game price and then play again. Probably the best release in the Paper Mario series to date. So
I'm gonna put this on the screen so people can get a little excited about this. I don't know how much of it I'll be able to play without us getting a copyright claim.
oh, don't put the music on, dear God.
No, the music's not on. But take a look at this,
Yeah.
guys. How many of you want to play F-Zero
It looks
99
incredible.
with us? This is gonna be fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I love it. It's madness.
Yeah, this looks awesome. Like very excited for this. I will be honest, I was a little disappointed we weren't getting a new F-Zero game. I think Nintendo does such a good job with the racing games. I mean, Mario Kart 8 is just unreal. So I would like to see a more modern F-Zero, but this looks like it's a bunch of fun and it's free if you got a Nintendo Switch Online membership. So jump on board, boys.
Yep. There you go. So that looks pretty awesome in my opinion. It's like, look at Dr. Z. It's like rush hour traffic. Yeah, that's like the what is that? The 101 here in Arizona. Everyone in Arizona knows the 101. What a piece of shit road that is. And yeah, it's like that. So there you go. That's pretty funny. I think that looks pretty cool.
So do you remember last year another Switch game that kind of caught the eye of this home arcade community was Horizon Chase Turbo?
Yeah.
Do you remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
So a sequel was announced. Horizon Chase Turbo 2 is available now.
Yeah, some of the Nintendo stuff is available now.
Yep.
Which one besides Horizon? There was another one I saw that I was actually interested in, but then I had a brain fart. Was it? No, it wasn't Paper Mario. I think it was another remake, though.
Yeah, there was a lot of remakes. Remakes are what got me excited in this release. The other one that I was super excited for, which is like more of an indie game. I don't know if it's going to be a full retail release, but they're doing a remake of the original Contra.
Mm-hmm.
It's Contra. I forget what it's called, like Project Galuga,
Operation
something like
Galuga.
that. Operation Galuga. So they're making a modern remake of the original Contra, and that looks pretty badass. I can't wait to play that.
Yeah, maybe. No, was it? But that's not the one that was available the day of the announcement.
No, but anyways, I just want to talk about Contra. If you guys follow Console Kits, he keeps telling us, he's like, hey guys, I just beat Contra. He doesn't understand that when you use the Konami code, you didn't beat Contra. That's not how it works.
Mm-hmm.
You have to beat Contra with the lives provided to you. If you use the Konami code, you didn't do shit. You didn't beat it.
Didn't win.
No.
Is this Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3 remaster a real thing?
Yeah, that's a real thing too. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, Super Mario RPG. We already knew about that one, so that's going to be out in November. That was a little bit more of an update on that.
Mario versus
I can't
Donkey
remember
Kong?
if there was much else. That Mario versus Donkey Kong was the other really exciting one too. They didn't full out say it, or
Oh,
they might have, or no one
I
picked
found
up
it.
on it. This is going to be a remake of the original Game Boy Advance game for the Switch.
I found
Luigi's
it.
Mansion 2 HD?
That's already announced,
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
very excited about that. Dark Moon.
I found it. Sorry, guys. So I've been really into all these different RPGs lately. I've been playing Sea of Stars, Chained Echoes, Baldur's Gate, Starfield. I'm jumping between all these games right now. I don't know about you guys. Like, it's crazy. But so I love RPG games. And they announced War Tales, and War Tales went live the day of the announcements as well. So I'm just gonna put this up real quick. I'm just gonna show you guys this real quick. So for you big RPG fans out there like me, War Tales is live now, and I'm gonna have to put this on my list because I'm working on like 4 RPGs at once right now. Like I don't think I could do 5 at a time.
Yeah, I'm having some problem ones. Star Ocean 2 is coming out soon. Messiah's Gaming. That's the one I'm looking forward to. That's coming out in November. But like, I'm overloaded. I'm playing
Yeah.
Sea of Stars. I'm playing what is it called? I'm playing Final Fantasy 16 and F me, I can't remember it right now. The Chronicles 3.
Xenoblade?
Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm actually kind of pissed off at that because I hit a new switch in it where you got to change your classes and build up your classes, and I hate that shit. Oh,
Sea of Stars is awesome. I am about 7 hours into it, Mike. So I'm enjoying the holy hell out of it. It's stupid, simple, fun. It's a great game.
Now I have a
Great
question
game.
for you guys.
Sure.
You guys are going to be traveling next week. You're going to be flying. Do you have a handheld game that you take with you in those occasions? So when you're sitting in the airplane or airport, I know you guys have those portable. What do you call that with the Steam Deck?
Oh, you're talking about like bringing the Steam Deck or the Switch?
Yeah.
With us,
Do you guys carry in those things when you travel?
I got the what's the RG Ambernick with the wood grain on it? What number?
RG351V.
Yeah, that one's like perfect pocket travel size. So I'm probably gonna take that one for my plane rides. So yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Just curious. I'll be driving, so I won't have any of that.
Yeah, are you gonna what video?
Carl, just
Are you gonna
put Steam Deck on your wheel?
Oh man, Carl, since he's driving in, is probably gonna stop and pick up some kind of. Are you gonna pick up a casino cade for us to play with in the Airbnb?
I don't know. I was thinking about it, but now I got to ponder if I'm going to get the new AtGames thing here. Because this thing is just a floor weight.
Yeah,
You got to make a choice. You only got 3 days to take advantage of that pricing, Carl.
It's like the Macho Man Randy Savage used to say, thinking. Ooh, yeah.
There was another important, amazing game. Actually, a couple really cool games that they announced at the Nintendo Direct, it looks like.
yeah. Like
The first one, Mike, WarioWare.
That's bullshit.
That's
bullshit
so
for
fun.
millennials.
No, super good.
Bullshit for millennials.
One of the best ones. And the best game, Detective Pikachu, is coming back.
Bullshit for millennials.
Boomer.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Millennials are
Anyways,
carrying us, boys.
Let's move on to PlayStation State of Play. And what an absolute...
I missed it.
Oh my God, it was horrible. What an absolute wet fart intro. Like, you're like, here comes State of Play. And the first game they announce is Baby Steps, which looks like the worst game I have ever seen in my life. Like, honestly, it's like if you wanted a video game that emulated you shitting your own pants, that's basically what Baby Steps is. What a terrible way to start. It was just like, get hyped for the PlayStation State of Play. Baby Steps. Go fuck yourself.
I didn't watch
Horrible.
it, so I don't.
It was bad.
It was just bad.
Spider-Man 2 update looked great. There was some other fun stuff, like they showed Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But like, man, starting it with baby steps. Like, I was looking at this and I was like, what am I doing with my life? Like, horrible.
I'm looking at this list. It looks like there's like literally nothing good that they announced at the State of Play.
It was
Everything
bad. State
looks
of Play
bad.
was I regretted watching it.
So how many of you guys are familiar with the Studio Digital Eclipse? Let me know in the live chat. And do you guys remember a certain game? Let's see. Let's put this on screen. Let's see if anyone remembers what this is. We got a lot of older folks in the crowd. Hopefully some older PC gamers like myself, guys who are playing like Pool of Radiance and all these other Dungeons and Dragons type games. How many of you guys remember this? Come on, let me know in the live chat.
Never seen this before.
I had some of the Wizardry games for the NES.
Yep. So Wizardry games, come on, we all love these. Let's go ahead and play this. So great news, guys! This just came out on Steam today. The game that inspired a genre. Are you guys ready? Get ready. Here it comes. You guys remember? Here we go. Yes, it's out. It's on Steam now, guys. Make sure you guys play it.
Oh, it's on Steam now?
It's on Steam now.
Ooh, man, I don't have any RPGs to play. This is great.
Wizardry reimagined with modern graphics, modern gameplay. You know, all these dungeon crawling games, like, you know, like a lot of the Forgotten Realms games from like Dungeons and Dragons, like PC games, you know, Wolfenstein stuff where you're just walking through these tunnels and stuff and doing encounters and stuff. If you like those kind of games and you want to revisit one that's been completely revamped into a modern game, this is it for you. Make sure you guys check out Wizardry, Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord. It's available on Steam right now. It's $30. Early access on Steam. Oh man. I don't
know if it's $30 cool.
It's $30 cool. Mike, it is. It's absolutely $30 cool. So
I think I will wish list this.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that one. I'm probably going to be picking that up again, and another game to add to my never-ending list of stuff. We do have something interesting to show you from Atari. I need a Zork. There you go.
Yeah, it's old school there.
Yeah. There's something interesting that Atari announced on their website. Let's see if we can pull this up. Let's get this up.
Does Atari ever announce anything interesting?
Oh, come on. This is actually kind of cool, guys. Over on the Atari website, you can go ahead and buy one of these now. Take a look at this.
Okay, boomer.
Tell me, Mike, what is this?
This is the CX30 paddle controller bundle coming out for the Atari 2600 Plus.
Don't miss your chance to
4
get the
games in one
bunder.
cartridge. Yeah, I made a big bunder.
This, you guys, I don't know what it. You
So
guys
is this
like
an
this sort of stuff?
add-on to a console, or what is this here we're looking at?
Well, no, you used to have different controllers for your 2600. So you also had the paddle controllers for playing stuff like Pong and shit like that.
Mhm.
And, you know, they have the tennis on there. So I actually still have some original paddle controllers downstairs for the 2600. And, they're basically re-releasing them and they're making new cartridges. I think this is hella cool.
Yeah.
And
hella
you can play this on an original Atari. That's the idea here.
It's for the 2600 Plus. I don't know if it still plays on the original.
It works
Okay.
on
But
the
it's-
works on the original as well.
Yeah.
So
And the controllers will work on the original hardware. Is that the thing?
yes, it says it right here. Both you guys can't see it because it's small font, but it says both the paddle
Control
controllers and the 4-in-1 game cartridge are compatible with the new Atari 2600 and all original Atari systems. So if you have an original Atari, this will work with the original Atari. In fact, they even put Outlaw up for order, which Mike and I were talking about. They put Outlaw, the cartridge. Atari is making and selling cartridges again. This is blowing my mind. I never got into Atari growing up, but the fact that they're doing this, I called Mike when I saw Outlaw went up for pre-order.
Yeah.
And I told Mike, I said, wouldn't it be kick-ass instead of Nintendo doing all these mini consoles with emulation, why not they just re-release the systems and the cartridges?
I told you I had dreams about this, but with
Yes.
Nintendo.
And-
Like I've literally had dreams going to like Costco, and then they have like original NESs that are new for sale, plus games, and I just like losing my mind. Then I wake up and I'm like, life is terrible. It wasn't real.
Yeah, let me see if I could find the Outlaw one. But it's blowing. Yeah, with the new Atari coming out, they are re-releasing and making cartridges. Let's see if we can find it. Here it is, right here. But man, they want a lot of money for this one. Here, let's pull this one up. So take a look here, guys, at this. Outlaw limited edition, $60 for an Atari 26
$60
for an
Atari
Atari 2600 game.
Jesus
But it's got
Christ.
limited edition artwork on it, Mike. It's got the game. Own a piece of video game history, newly manufactured Atari cartridge. Containing 16 different game variations of Outlaw. There you guys go. But yeah, let's see. The artwork is kind of gorgeous.
$60 though. It's like, oh, what am I gonna buy? Am I gonna buy the brand new Super Mario Wonder or Atari 2600 Outlaw?
Guys in the live chat, guys and gals, dudes and dudettes, or however you identify, do me a favor. Let me know, what do you think about Atari re-releasing cartridges? And do you want more companies to do this? Do you want Nintendo to let's just bring back the 8-bit NES and just start making cartridges again? What's the problem? You know what I mean? What do you guys think? I'm happy for Atari fans. I just want to see this happen with Nintendo and Sega and all that stuff. So go ahead.
Paul nailed it. This is super cool. Just not $60. Cool.
Just not $60 cool. That is true. That is true. But yeah, let me know, guys. Do you guys want to see the physical media come back like this? Or are you guys like, nope, I got enough crap in my house? Dr. Z says it's butt cheese. That is the best. That is the best adjective, analogy or whatever ever. Yep. There you go. All right. A lot of people saying yes, no. I like Paul's idea, though. New Dreamcast Mini. I mean, I like mini consoles. I have a Dreamcast. It still works. A
Dreamcast Mini
Mini would be great.
Incredible.
Dreamcast Saturn.
Dougie wants us to bring back
Saturn
VHS
Mini,
tapes.
sorry.
Come on, man. What's wrong with VHS tapes? Bring back
No,
cassettes.
Betamax were a better version. If we're gonna go back, we might as well do it.
Betamax,
right. Betamax.
They were too small, the beta cartridges.
They had a better quality video. Believe it or not, they were the better quality output.
Really?
Guys, we don't need to go back
100%.
to VHS. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Betamax had a better quality
Even still,
picture.
that's a bad way to go back. That's not.
I agree.
That's not fun.
Hey, look.
Nostalgia. If me and you made a porn, we'd make it on Betamax.
I love
We
Prince
could.
Malcolm.
Yeah,
We could
I love
if you
Prince
wanted.
Malcolm. Prince Malcolm, right here, guys. Big shout out to Prince in the live chat. Prince says $15. I think maybe he's talking about how much Outlaw should be, and yeah, I think it should be a $15 game at the most, like for this re-release. Like $60. Come on, man. What are you doing, Atari?
Well, I mean, Jesus, like $60. I don't know what they're thinking there,
Hey.
but they're doing the same thing everybody else is doing. They're basically trying to whack nostalgia for as much money as they can get out of it.
Yeah, why not, right? I mean, if you're gonna make money and if we're gonna consume it, do it. You know, I'm all for it, man. Because that was, in my opinion, that's when life was really, really good back then. You know what I mean? There was less crap going on.
Ooh, where's Chris
Does that make
Zeek's
sense?
comment? We talked about this last week, Chris Zeek. One of the big reasons that Atari bought Atari Age, the homebrew stores, they want to kill homebrew Atari cartridges. But one of the other things that Atari Age actually owned was the actual shell for the Jaguar. So maybe they bought it to get back the shell for the Jaguar so they could do a Jaguar Mini.
Sorry, Mike. That's not going to happen.
Nostalgia, like, what's wrong
Nostalgia,
with you?
you weren't even alive back then, Nostalgia. You don't even know.
Yeah, Nostalgia, do the math. Jaguar Mini's happening.
Jaguar had the Alien vs Predator game on it.
That's right, and it was badass.
And
really
it was
badass.
an incredible version of that game.
Yeah.
I did not have a Jaguar, but one of my neighbor buddies when I was growing up, his name was Craig. He had it, and we used to play it all the time on the Jaguar.
There's only a couple really good games for the Jaguar, like Tempest 2000, Alien vs Predator, and like that's pretty much it. You're good. Shut it down, then, boys.
That Alien vs Predator on Jaguar is a great game. If you guys have never played it before, go play it. Tempest 2000 right here from MG.
He knows. MG knows, man.
MG's the man. MG's the man. Anything else, Mike?
Well, there's tons of stuff we can talk about, but let's let all these wonderful people go spend time with their families. It's Friday night. Go have a bunch of fun. We'll be back next week, live from Cleveland. All the Super Game Room dudes that matter and have good lives will be in Cleveland and talking to you next week.
We are going to broadcast live Friday evening from our Airbnb, and Nostalgia will be dialing into the show remote. It's going to be awesome.
I think Carl's frozen.
And
I'm frozen.
oh, did you hear this is random? I'm frozen. And what's really cool too is we'll obviously probably have a bunch of guest stars on because all of our buddies will be in the Airbnb with us as well. So
They're more of acquaintances.
it should be an action-packed episode next week. So make sure you guys come on back for that. Detroit Love, send these people on their way. You guys have a great weekend. Sorry I was grumpy for about 45 minutes, but I had just woken up from a nap.
No excuse, man.
It was actually 47 minutes, but who's counting? Hey guys, hey, thank you for watching. Thank you for dealing with us. We look forward to meeting all of you guys that show up in Cleveland. And Nostalgia, I'm hoping I'm going to scoop by the bridge there and pick you up. I'm still hopeful for that. So guys, until next time, we'll see you on the web.